It is my first time as a director for TFT. I've directed fights and combat for TFT, but this is the first time I've been allowed the honour to actually take part. I absolutely love it. I mean, the place is amazing, and the people here I've known for a very long time, Kevin especially. So it's been nice to actually take that step forward. Yes, it has been formed many times before. It's one of those plays that if you read Terry Pratchett, it sticks in your mind for the first time. And it's one of the plays, again, that it was written very first by Stephen Briggs with the help of Terry Pratchett. It's travelled the world, it's done all the other bits and pieces. Though I haven't actually performed it exactly as the original script, I was very lucky to get involved with Terry and Stephen to get involved to direct this new director's cut as such. And we performed it at the New Theatre Royal and then performed it again elsewhere. We've actually, for the first time, we've actually done it in this area completely. So it's going to be exciting to say the least. Wyrd Sisters. It's a series of many plays for the witches themselves, and hopefully one day we may do them all. First of all, Terry Pratchett fans, they will love it. They will see the play that they've seen before probably and seen it extended a little bit more with the help of Terry and obviously the pen writing of obviously Stephen and mucking around by me a bit. But they'll see the play develop and have fun, and so the Terry Pratchett fans will have an idea. But like with the books, we are not going to give them everything. It's got to be their imagination that fills that stage, and so we will have the stage looking backstage, all the props at hand and so forth. We then look at who else will come and see it. Well, children reading the Pratchett books for the first time possibly, or even teenagers who are dragged in to watch Macbeth, perhaps see that again, see a different twist on it. But most of all, for people who want to come to the theatre, have a bit of a laugh and watch lots of people muck around on stage. That's who it's going to appeal to. Macbeth. Are you allowed to say that in the theatre? I'm not sure. But it's definitely Macbeth. Well, we start off with the king being murdered by one of his cousins. Boo. And then we have the witches getting together on the moors, where all of a sudden a soldier turns up and gives them a baby. Now, what do the witches normally do? Well, if you look at the portents and the disastrous things that normally happen in Macbeth, these girls take a different tone. They realise the country needs a king who loves the country itself. Not just wants to have the power, but to actually love it. So they decide to send the whole kingdom 20 years into the future. And once they've done that, they want to see what happens next. They ask the fool of the king to actually help out. He does this quite well. Unfortunately, he's a fool and falls in love with one of the witches themselves. Well, with all these different stories being run together, we see snatches of Romeo and Juliet. We see a bit of Tempest in there as well. Lots of other little plays that crop up every now and then. So it's a play within a play within a play. So, does it all achieve in the end? Who knows? How does it all work out? It's a mystery. Let's find out. Wow, there's a good one. I talked to Terry, I had a chance to talk to him years ago, before he passed away, and I said to him, I love your plays. He said, well, why do you take my books and turn them into plays? Why do you love it so much? I said, well, it's like Shakespeare. He went, what do you mean? I said, well, there's intrigue, there's stories, there's wizards, there's witches, there's the kings, queens, disaster, true love, and all those other bits and pieces thrown in together. And you do it in every book, one way or another. You drag the audience along with you, and to turn it into a play on stage, to go to that wider experience is fantastic. Shakespeare itself is as inspired as Terry Pratchett, I think. So you could turn around and say, did Terry Pratchett be inspired by Shakespeare or vice versa? I don't know. You never know what the weird world comes. Yeah, flat world on the back of 4 elephants, on the back of a giant star turtle swimming through space. What can happen next?